Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of My Perspective Podcast with your boy, Big Hawk. Thank you so much for tuning in, joining me for another great conversation and another great episode. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all for checking my content out and thinking it's good enough to subscribe to, man. I'm trying to give y'all the best content possible. In my mobile studio, I'm a truck driver. I drive all over the country. And every chance I get, whenever God drops me in my spirit, I just give it to y'all. So that's it. But y'all tell somebody about me. Help me grow the platform. My goal is to get out the truck, get somewhere stationary where I can give you more content, the higher level, with a greater quality. So that's the goal. So just tell a friend and tell a friend. Let's grow the platform. Let's grow the movement. Before we get started, disclaimer, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Everything I give you is from the heart first and foremost, but it's just my opinion. It's how what I've been through in life. It's my experience in life, and I hope what I've been through, you could take something away from it. Like I always say, I hope everything I say, I hope that it resonates with you. I hope that it provokes thought, and I also hope that it provokes change. But if not, no harm, no foul. Because guess what? It's just my perspective. Let's get into it. And God been on my heart, put it on my heart for a couple of days now uh, about alignment. About alignment. And we know what alignment is. Deal with cars and things like that. When you're out of alignment, when you're driving your car and it's out of alignment, veers to the right or veers to the left. It wears your tires out. It causes problems in your front end. Um, it creates bigger problems. So, as we know, based on the automobile mechanics, alignment is very, very critical. That same thing, that same alignment is just as critical, if not more critical, in our personal life as it relates to personal development, whether it's in relationships or whether it's personal. But today we're talking about personal alignment. We're going to go a different angle with it today. We're talking about the alignment of self, the triunity of self. As we know, we are a triune being with mind, body, soul. With mind, body, and soul. And if that alignment is not aligned properly, mind, body, soul, if it's not aligned properly, you're almost destined to fail as it relates to reaching your goals and dreams because you're going to be going in three different directions. We're going to break it down. I'm going to give you my breakdown, my version of alignment as it relates to the triunity of man. The triunity of man. Mind, body, soul. I'm going to give you a different take on it. It may resonate with you, it may not. But we're going to talk about it. It's very, very important that we be in alignment. We know if husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend is not in the green sort of alignment, it's going to make for a turbulent, rough, and even toxic relationship. If it's bad enough, it can end the relationship. Same goes for individual, ourselves. But we can't divorce ourselves. We can't leave ourselves. We can only go crazy. We can only get frustrated. We can only get depressed, just give up. But we ain't giving up. That's what we're talking about today. Because we ain't giving up. We ain't quitting. I'm just giving you some insight. I'm giving you some nuggets on how to overcome certain deficits just through alignment. Just through alignment. Let's talk about it. Our mind. That's our thoughts. That's what we process information. That's what we dream at. That's what so we get our vision. That's where we get our purpose from. We get it from our mind. That's where we desire things. That's where our creativity resides in our mental, right? But more importantly than that, That's where God sit at, in the seat of your consciousness. That's in your mind. And that's where we get all that information. All that information get downloaded in the mind. In the mind, in our brain, we process information and we put together plans, we put together dreams, goals, and admirations, right? Um, but once we get that, we get excited. We get excited because we got a thought, we got a dream. Like Martin Luther King, I have a dream. Um, but the dream is great. The thought is great. The desire is great. The goal is great. But it takes a plan to make the goals, the dreams, the tasks to be completed a reality, right? And that takes body and soul to help the mind get there. And in order to get in alignment, everything got to come on one accord. All three parts of us has to come on one accord. Can we do things out of alignment? Yes, but typically when we do things out of alignment, we always take one step forward, two steps back, 3 steps forward, 6 steps back. It's always ebbs and flows, but it's always like pretty much going around the circle. We never get nowhere, but we're getting nowhere fast. I'm 50 years old, right? See the great, and I could have been way further along in my life as it relates to finances, as it relates to relationships, as it relates to raising how I raise my kids, everything. But guess what? I was out of alignment. Did I do? I did the best I could. Yes, I did. Could things have been different? Most definitely, especially when it comes to money and relationship. Most definitely. But because I was out of alignment, and I allowed things to get me out of alignment, things got derailed. Things got derailed. But to be in alignment, all three of us, all three parts of us, I should say, have to come in agreement. The mind, that's the information center. That's the epicenter of our entire existence. The mind. That's where God gives us, downloads all the information for us to disseminate and to uh, get the orders and execute the orders, right? Execute the plan, execute the dream, execute uh, whatever plan of action we have in our mind. We get the orders and we carry them out, right? But now you have the body. The body is just the house. This is the house. But one thing the body has more than anything is memory. We call it muscle memory. In sports, they call it muscle memory. When you do things a certain way over and over and over and over again, it becomes second nature. Then you do it so much to you don't even think about it. You don't even think about what you're doing. You just do it because you become so accustomed to doing things. And that's where in my opinion, this is the hardest thing to bring in alignment. The Bible even talks about the flesh. The Bible talks about our house, how in us dwell no good thing. Um, how when I think to do good, evil is always present. Our bodies are just designed to respond and react to what we're accustomed to doing on a daily basis. We do things that we're not even aware of. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. But we do things over a period of time, over and over again. It becomes repetitious till we can do certain things in our sleep. We can do certain things in our sleep. Um, so when a person, for example, when a person meets someone and he really like her or she really likes him, but they have a history of um, dating multiple people, but this is the one that they want to do right by for whatever reason, but they're accustomed to dealing with multiple people. We think we can just snap our fingers and we just gonna walk straight and narrow just by a snap of a finger. Unfortunately, my brothers and my sisters, it don't work that way. Um, if you're accustomed to do anything over for an extended period of time, I'm talking about years, your body is not going to change overnight. That goes with how you eat. That goes with your lifestyle. That goes with your choices. That goes with your habits. That's why you get habits, because you've done a said thing over and over and over again till it becomes second nature. That's what your body operates off of, a multitude of habits. And in order to change your habits, you have to change your paradigm. What's your paradigm? Paradigm is a set of thoughts, ideas, and habits that's been programmed into us from birth and over time due to repetition. But in order to change and be better, you have to change your paradigm. And it starts in your mind, but it also starts with being alert, being aware of what you're doing. We do things without even thinking more times than we think. We just go about our life doing things second nature because that's what we're accustomed to doing. And unfortunately, cheating is a part of that. Drinking is a part of that. Smoking is a part of that. Um, Stealing is a part of that. Uh, Deception is a part of that. We do these things on a regular basis. We don't. A lot of times we're not even aware of it. I'm telling you from experience. I'm a womanizer. I'm a recovering womanizer, I should say, and I have to catch myself to this day because it's just so easy to do something because it's been so repetition in my life over the course of my teenage and adult life. So I have to find myself. Yeah, I shouldn't have. It could be a compliment. I have to catch myself because everybody don't perceive things the same way. You may not even mean to be uh, mannish or flirtatious or offensive, but you do things without thinking, whatever it may be. Let's catch yourself. That's muscle memory. That's what your body do. It does things that it's accustomed to doing over the course of your life that we don't even think about. We don't think it's bad. We just do it. We don't even think twice about doing it because it's no big deal to us. But when you're trying to change or you're trying to come into alignment, you have to make sure everything's on the up and up. We got to make sure the mind agree with the body. We got to make sure the mind agree with the body. When the mind agree with the body, now you can begin to get things accomplished on a level that you desire to produce change. Now, the soul, we've been led to believe that as it relates to religion, if we do wrong, we're going to lose our soul. But I'm going to venture to tell you today that you are your soul. Your soul just encased in this body. But your soul is pure energy. Your soul is pure energy. And it's the battery, it's the motion that you need to get everything accomplished. Your soul will never die. Your soul will never uh, lose its energy. Now your body will. Your mind might start working, but your soul will never start working. Your soul is the battery pack for your human existence. Well past your human existence. When this body fail us, and then and it's time for us to end our experience on earth, your soul's still gonna be alive and well. It's just gonna go back to the source from whence it came until time to start its next assignment. Energy never dies. If you believe in science, you know this to be true. Energy never dies. It just changes shapes. It just changes forms. It moves from one thing to another. Energy never dies. And your soul is 100% pure uh, energy, unfiltered energy that pushes us, that gives us the fuel we need to get things accomplished. So your soul is is the vehicle, if you will, to get your goals and dreams accomplished. Your mind and body have to come into alignment, and your soul gonna take you there. Your soul gonna take you there. We get weary because we begin to doubt ourselves. We don't think we can do whatever that said thing is that we set out to do. I doubt myself a lot. I don't think because sometimes I do think because I don't have degrees, I don't have certification, this and that, that I'm not worthy to get on this microphone and get in front of this camera and give advice, to give coaching, uh, uh, to uplift because I don't have the degrees. But what the hell is a man-made degree as it relates to my experience? I got everything I need because of my experience, the life I've lived. My failures is the teaching I give you so you can be successful, that you can avoid my failures. I got everything it takes, but don't get into it. Sometimes I sit back, boy, I ain't got what it takes. Boy, the views ain't up. Boy, they ain't paying me no attention. I doubt myself. And that's how I stay out of alignment. That's how I stay out of alignment more times than not. Oh, but I don't got the fancy clothes, I don't got the watch on. That's how I feel. That's the distraction. That's the distraction that keeps you out of alignment. But guess what? You got to know who you are on the inside. You got the energy. Your soul waiting on you. Your soul is waiting on you. That energy, your soul ready to move. Ready to move. We sit dormant and ponder if we're capable of doing things or not. But I'm here to tell you, you're very much so capable. You're very much so capable. We are our own worst enemy as it relates to alignment, as it relates to achieving our goals and dreams. It ain't the outside noise. It ain't the naysayers, because most of us don't give a damn what nobody think anyway. We give a damn about what we think about ourselves, and we our own worst enemy. And we know we're capable. We know we're capable. I took care of a wife and 3 kids on my back, on my salary. I know I'm capable. I took care of my late fiancée and her daughter, her last year of existence. No, I know I'm capable. But yet still, I sit here. If I sit too long, I get discouraged because things ain't going the way I want them to go. But things are going according to plan. Things are going according to plan. But you got to know that things are going according to plan. Why? Because you are in control of your destiny. When things get stagnant, check yourself. Is my mind in line with my body? Is my body in line with my mind? Is my mind in line with what God downloaded into me? You feel what I'm saying? You have to be in alignment. You have to be in alignment. Have I broken the muscle memory of the old you, of the old me? Have we broken that muscle memory and created new muscle memory? Have we broken the old habits and created new habits? That's a part of alignment. Breaking the old habits, creating new habits. The metaphor in the Bible, can you put new wine in old wine skins without the old wine skin busting? Can you do that? The answer is no. So you have to change your mindset and change your thought process and change your habits. That's a part of alignment. Your soul, you're never going to lose your soul. Your soul is the engine that drives you to success. Your soul is the engine that drives you to success. You're never going to be without energy. It's all about this and this. And your soul is the engine. It's revving to go. It's raring to go. It's just waiting on the other two to come into oneness. And once that triunity comes together in singleness of heart, singleness of mind, singleness of body, you're going to be unstoppable. Will you have pitfalls along the way? 100%. 100%. You're going to have ebbs and flows in life no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're trying to accomplish. Guess what? Being successful is a challenge. Only 1%, um, only 1% reach the elite level. And they reach it because they have singular focus. That's alignment. They don't let nothing or nobody stop them because they try the triunity of that man or that woman that comes into alignment. Can't nobody stop them. Man, they'll divorce their wife, they'll divorce their husband, they'll disown their kid, they'll do whatever to reach their goals and dreams. That's why the old saying is true. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. To be successful is a challenge, but guess what? To be in poverty is just as much of a challenge. Take your pick what you want to be. You're going to have to fight to be successful, and you're going to have to fight to be poor. Both are challenging, and both are easy at the same time. It all comes down to alignment. It all comes down to singleness of focus. Do you have your blinders on? Because distractions get us every day. We walk in the world full of distractions. And distractions are not bad things all the time. You know what distractions can be? Pretty woman. A pretty woman will give you a compliment. A brother telling you what you're going through. It don't take all that. And you drink the Kool-Aid. A great idea that will take you away from your great idea. That's a distraction. So if somebody pitching you an idea, but you got a plan of action already, you gotta block it out. That's a distraction. Of course, sex and drugs, those are distractions without saying. But a pretty woman can give you a compliment. She don't mean nothing by it. Distract you. A handsome man can give you a compliment. He don't mean nothing by it. Just giving you a compliment. That's a distraction. You're thinking more into it than what you need to think about it. You got somebody telling you don't take all that. You start believing that bullshit. That's a distraction. We have to lay aside every weight in the sin that we're so easily besets us. That means knock you off track. Lay aside every distraction. Lay aside every temptation. Lay aside everything that will cause you to fold like a lawn chair. And the sin that which so easily knocks you off track. But when you come into triunity, when that triune you, mind, body, soul, come into singularity of purpose, you can withstand anything. You can overcome anything. You can create anything. You can achieve anything. But you have to believe that first. You have to believe that first. God already told us, I gave you everything that pertains to life and godliness through the power that dwelleth in you. We look at outwardly for what's already inside. God already sitting in the seat of your consciousness. You don't gotta ask for help for him to come down. He already there. God is already there. Our higher power is already there. We have to execute the plan of action that he's given us. We've been charged with a task from birth, from inception. That's why you have the character traits that you do. That's why you have your zodiac sign is important. You have a birth number, a life number. That's important. These are things that they don't tell you about in traditional religion. But your zodiac sign means something. It's very, very important to your character, to your worldview, how you think, your perception, and your perspective. Your zodiac sign and your earth sign and your earth number. These things we don't talk about, but look this stuff up. It's really, really, really accurate. And once you learn these types of things, along with your faith in God, your faith in yourself, that brings even more alignment, even more clarity, even more dexterity of purpose and of vision. But you can't be afraid to go there. You can't be afraid to go there. But first and foremost, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your purpose. If you don't believe in yourself, you're doomed. If you don't believe in your purpose, you're destined to be mediocre. But once you believe in yourself, once you believe in your purpose, then you bring yourself into alignment with singleness of heart to achieve your purpose. Because your purpose is your life work. Your purpose is your life work. That's what you're destined to do. That's what you're destined to become. That's what you're destined. That's your service to humanity. But we got to discover it, uh, incubate it, learn it, grow it, execute it, and that's gonna be the fulfillment of life. We're looking for money. We're looking for things, but the fulfillment of purpose is the greatest gift of life we can ever get, just by achieving your purpose. And I'm gonna stop it right there. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Till next week. Peace.